Right, this is a crazy little Bugatti I found. It's a tiny little replica Bugatti, but it's really cool. It's got inflatable tires, it's got brakes. I'll give you a little show around it. It's got suspension, it's got a cast front axle, it's got some headlights, indicators, it's got some lovely little joints on the suspension and the steering. It's really quite cool. It's electric powered, it zips along, it's got a phone app so you can regulate the speed to different levels. Even the leather straps, I'm not sure how legal it is, but they got the Bugatti text, they got the brass things on him. They've rose jointed all the suspension bits. And then if you go here, what you can do is you can go forwards or backwards. This is the selector, and they've put a real wooden handle there. They've quilted the inside, and you can actually adjust the pedal position. So you've got the pedals here, and you can move the pedals backwards and forwards using this switch here. So when you do this, the pedals at the back there, they move forward. So depending on the size of the child, you can move them there. You've got the headlight switch, you've got the ignition switch, hazard warning. So you've got your conventional two pedals there. You can see the steering joint down inside there where it's all fully jointed. They've even done the sort of brushed finish on the dashboard. They could have done a better job on the gauges. The gauges are good. They've even got a removable steering wheel, so you can pull up this rear ring here, and you can remove the steering wheel to get in. It makes it a little bit easier to get in. All this padding, the rear seat, the battery's housed in the back. It's got rear lights on it as well. Then they've hidden the little charger.
Charger hole.
Spin that off, like he's giving us a demo. And inside there, they've got the little charging point here. The rear brakes are quite cool. So you've got a handbrake here, and it's got a ratchet mechanism here, and it actually operates a wire here which comes up to the rear drum and pulls the drum. So you've actually got proper, I reckon you could do a bit of a and you can fit in it, and it does, I reckon, 24 kilometers an hour, but you can grade it to different levels, so you can have different things. But it's got the classic boat tail on it. I'm wondering about stocking these. I don't know about the legality of the whole Bugatti thing, but it's crazy. I'll get the spec sheet printed out, and I'll put it in the links at the bottom. But there you go. I wasn't expecting to find one of those. Amazing what you find here. Yeah. So they've also got a model of this one in blue, which is quite cool. And he was just explaining to me, I got someone else come along, that on the front brake they're actually electric. Now this one doesn't have the electrical connection. The other one's got the electrical connection on the front, and they've actually wired the brake pedal up to give you electric brakes. Let me show you on the other one. So yeah, if you look on the rear and the front brake drum, they've got electric brakes. So when you brake, they I don't know quite what they're using, but you've got a cable going in here, and it must either fire something across, and you've got electric brakes. And the other thing they were just explaining to me is there's actually two versions. So the blue one they've got over there, this one is a longer wheelbase one, that one's slightly longer, and if I go back and look at the blue one, you'll see it's slightly shorter. Yeah, so the blue one's slightly shorter, slightly cuter as well. And they're saying this is the base model, and it doesn't come with the brakes, the electric brakes at the front. So there's a sort of a deluxe and a more basic model. They got a slightly different dash layout on this one, and they've still got the electric pedals, so you can still move it, but it hasn't got the depth of travel. In fact, you can see more clearly on this one. I can see a horn at the front there, so it's got a horn as well. Fully carpeted, upholstered, seatbelt. It's quite remarkable. It really is quite remarkable. Yeah, and it's got double brakes, so when you do the handbrake on that side, fires across through and does the brake on both sides. You know, pretty tricky that. All it needs is a wooden steering wheel. I expect they've got that as well.